Every morning at 5:45, the depot came alive. Coffee steaming in paper cups, steel wheels humming into life. I punched that old-time clock, same blue shirt, same name tag. Never thought much about those days till there weren't any left to have. You don't hear the music in the moment until the silence takes its place. Before the whistle blew, I thought tomorrow would wait. Thought there'd always be another sunrise, another shift, another day. If I'd known how fast the years could run, I'd have slowed my footsteps down. Funny how life teaches you after the whistle blows. Charlie worked the line beside me, 40 winters, shoulder to shoulder. We'd argue about the Friday game, then laugh before lunch was over. He'd pull out pictures of his grandkids like I'd never seen them before. Truth is, I never got tired of hearing those stories. The people beside you every day become the pages of your life. Before the whistle blew, we never counted the years. We counted coffee breaks, Friday paychecks, and old jokes. The ordinary days we rushed through turned out to be the best. Nobody tells you that before the whistle blows. On my last day they gathered around, signed a hard hat with silver ink. The foreman shook my hand and said, "You've earned every minute of your rest." I smiled for all the pictures, but halfway to the parking lot I turned around one last time, just to hear that whistle again. The first Monday felt so strange. No lunch pail by the door, no train rolling through the valley, no boots crossing that old floor. Then my granddaughter climbed up close, placed a coloring book on my knee. She said, "Grandpa, today's your job, is spending time with me." Life keeps changing uniforms, changing seasons, changing names, but the richest work you'll ever do is loving the people who remain. Now every Tuesday at the park I meet the fellows from the yard. We still tell the same old stories, still laugh just as hard. Only now we take our time, watching little ones run free. Funny how retirement finally taught us what living really means. Before the whistle blew, I thought work was building trains. Now I know I was building friendships, building memories every day. When my grandchildren ask someday what I was most proud of, I won't start with the railroad, I'll start with the people. The whistle marked the end of my career, not the beginning of my memories. Those had been growing all along. Every morning at 5:45, the depot came alive. Coffee steaming in paper cups, steel wheels humming into life. I'd punch that old-time clock, same blue shirt, same name tag. Never thought much about those days till there weren't any left to have. You don't hear the music in the moment until the silence takes its place. Before the whistle blew, I thought tomorrow would wait. Thought there'd always be another sunrise, another shift, another day. If I'd known how fast the years could run, I'd have slowed my footsteps down. Funny how life teaches you after the whistle blows. Charlie worked the line beside me, 40 winters, shoulder to shoulder. We'd argue about the Friday game, then laugh before lunch was over. He'd pull out pictures of his grandkids like I'd never seen them before. Truth is, I never got tired of hearing those stories. The people beside you every day become the pages of your life. Before the whistle blew, we never counted the years. We counted coffee breaks, Friday paychecks, and old jokes. The ordinary days we rushed through turned out to be the best. Nobody tells you that before the whistle blows. On my last day they gathered round, signed a hard hat with silver ink. The foreman shook my hand and said, "You've earned every minute of your rest." I smiled for all the pictures, but halfway to the parking lot I turned around one last time, just to hear that whistle again. The first Monday felt so strange. No lunch pail by the door, no train rolling through the valley, no boots crossing that old floor. Then my granddaughter climbed up close, placed a coloring book on my knee. She said, "Grandpa, today's your job, you're spending time with me." Life keeps changing uniforms, changing seasons, changing names, but the richest work you'll ever do is loving the people who remain. Now every Tuesday at the park I meet the fellows from the yard. We still tell the same old stories, still laugh just as hard. Only now we take our time, watching little ones run free. Funny how retirement finally taught us what living really means. Before the whistle blew, I thought work was building trains. Now I know I was building friendships, building memories every day. When my grandchildren ask someday what I was most proud of, I won't start with the railroad, I'll start with the people. The whistle marked the end of my career, not the beginning of my memories. Those had been growing all along. sheriff waved as I filled the tank, sun just climbing over the ridge. $40 in my wallet, a worn-out duffel on the seat. I had plans bigger than this little town, thought I'd never look behind. Funny how the dreams you chase can leave the dreamer miles behind. I thought strength meant never falling. Life had other things to teach. The road didn't break me, it bent me just enough. It sanded down my pride till it found the better man beneath the dust. Every scar became a mile marker, every wrong turn set me free. The road didn't break me, it rebuilt me. Nashville lights looked bright from far away till rent came due the 1st of May. I played songs to half-filled rooms, packed my guitar before midnight. There were weeks I nearly gave up, called back home more than once. Mama never asked me when I'd quit, she only asked if I'd eaten lunch. Love don't always solve your problems. Sometimes it gives you courage to face them. The road didn't break me, it taught me how to stand. It showed me every mountain looks smaller once you climb it. Some prayers are answered slowly, some arrive on quiet streets. The road didn't break me, it changed me. I work construction through the weekdays, play the honky-tonks at night. Steel-toed boots before sunrise, guitar strings beneath the lights. One old bartender told me, don't confuse slow with failure, son. Oak trees don't grow overnight, neither do good songs. One autumn evening after closing, a stranger shook my hand. He said, your song got me through the hardest year I've ever had. There wasn't a record deal, no spotlight on my name, but driving home I finally knew success had changed its shape. Sometimes winning doesn't look like the picture in your head. Sometimes it sounds like peace when you lay down to rest. Now every time I pass my hometown, I don't see the place I left. I see the place that gave me roots, strong enough to face the rest. The boy who drove away that morning thought the world was something to beat. The man who came back home knows it's something worth meeting. The road didn't break me, though there were nights it almost could. It taught me grace beats bitterness, and mercy beats being misunderstood. If my children ever ask me how I made it through those years, I'll tell them keep walking. Don't let the hard days make your heart hard. The road didn't break me, it brought me home to me. Every mile took something from me, until it gave me myself back. Sheriff waved as I filled the tank, sun just climbing over the ridge. $40 in my wallet, a worn-out duffel on the seat. I had plans bigger than this little town, thought I'd never look behind. Funny how the dreams you chase can leave the dreamer miles behind. I thought strength meant never falling. Life had other things to teach. The road didn't break me, it bent me just enough. It sanded down my pride till it found the better man beneath the dust. Every scar became a mile marker, every wrong turn set me free. The road didn't break me, it rebuilt me. Nashville lights looked bright from far away till rent came due the 1st of May. I played songs to half-filled rooms, packed my guitar before midnight. There were weeks I nearly gave up, called back home more than once. Mama never asked me when I'd quit, she only asked if I'd eaten lunch. Love don't always solve your problems, sometimes it gives you courage to face them. The road didn't break me, it taught me how to stand. It showed me every mountain looks smaller once you climb it. Some prayers are answered slowly, some arrive on quiet streets. The road didn't break me, it changed me. I worked construction through the weekdays, played the honky-tonks at night. Steel-toe boots before sunrise, guitar strings beneath the lights. One old bartender told me, don't confuse slow with failure, son. Oak trees don't grow overnight, neither do good songs. One autumn evening after closing, a stranger shook my hand. He said, your song got me through the hardest year I've ever had. There wasn't a record deal, no spotlight on my name, but driving home I finally knew success had changed its shape. Sometimes winning doesn't look like the picture in your head. Sometimes it sounds like peace when you lay down to rest. Now every time I pass my hometown, I don't see the place I left. I see the place that gave me roots, strong enough to face the rest. The boy who drove away that morning thought the world was something to beat. The man who came back home knows it's something worth meeting. The road didn't break me, though there were nights it almost could. It taught me grace beats bitterness, and mercy beats being misunderstood. If my children never ask me how I made it through those years, I'll tell them keep walking, don't let the hard days make your heart hard. The road didn't break me, it brought me home to me. Every mile took something from me. till it gave me myself back. The office lights were the first thing on, long before the break of dawn. Calendar full, phone in my hand, always chasing one more plan. The coffee got cold beside my chair. I never noticed, never cared. I kept telling myself one day soon, till one day came too late. Success can fill your hands so full, there's no room left to hold the people you love. I was 20 years too busy running after one more dream, building everything but memories, missing what mattered to me. You can't buy another birthday, your way back home. I had everything I wanted, except the life I almost owned. You learned to ride your bicycle, Mama sent a video that day. I watched it in an airport lounge, then boarded another plane. Your first home run, your school play, the dance where you wore that blue dress. I kept every picture on my phone, but I wasn't in any of them. Some moments only knock once, and they don't leave a voicemail. I was 20 years too busy, always saying next weekend, thinking love could wait politely till I had more time to give. The promotions filled my resume, but they couldn't fill my heart. Some victories look different when you're standing in the dark. One Friday my little boy asked, "Dad, are you sleeping here tonight?" He didn't ask with anger, just with tired little eyes. That question hit me harder than any loss I'd ever known. For the first time in a long, long while, I drove straight home. I turned down the corner office, traded flights for front porch swings, started coaching Saturday baseball, stopped missing everything. The paycheck wasn't quite as big, but the laughter sure was loud. Funny how a smaller house can hold a richer life somehow. Time don't send reminders, it just quietly moves on. If you wait until tomorrow, today will already be gone. Now every Sunday afternoon, we throw a football in the yard. My daughter beats me at checkers, my son still plays guitar. Sometimes we order pizza, sometimes we burn the burgers black. Those little imperfect evenings are the ones I treasure most. I was 20 years too busy to love, finally slowed me down. Now I'd rather hear my children laugh than hear another crowd. If someone asked what changed my life, it wasn't money, fame, or pride. It was learning that the richest is the one who's home on time. The clock never apologized, so I stopped giving it permission to steal tomorrow. The office lights were the first thing on, long before the break of dawn. Calendar full, phone in my hand, always chasing one more plan. The coffee got cold beside my chair. I never noticed and never cared. I kept telling myself one day soon, till one day came too late. Success can fill your hands so full, there's no room left to hold the people you love. I was 20 years too busy running after one more dream, building everything but memories, missing what mattered to me. You can't buy another birthday, you can't work your way back home. I had everything I wanted, except the life I almost owned. You learned to ride your bicycle, Mama sent a video that day. I watched it in an airport lounge and boarded another plane. Your first home run, your school play, the dance where you wore that blue dress. I kept every picture on my phone, but I wasn't in any of them. Some moments only knock once, and they don't leave a voicemail. I was 20 years too busy, always saying next weekend, thinking love could wait politely till I had more time to give. The promotions filled my resume, but they couldn't fill my heart. Some victories look different when you're standing in the dark. One Friday my little boy asked, "Dad, are you sleeping here tonight?" He didn't ask with anger, just with tired little eyes. That question hit me harder than any loss I'd ever known. For the first time in a long, long while, I drove straight home. I turned down the corner office, traded flights for front porch swings, started coaching Saturday baseball, stopped missing everything. The paycheck wasn't quite as big, but the laughter sure was loud. Funny how a smaller house can hold a richer life somehow. Time don't send reminders, it just quietly moves on. If you wait until tomorrow, today will already be gone. Now every Sunday afternoon, we throw a football in the yard. My daughter beats me at checkers, my son still plays guitar. Sometimes we order pizza, sometimes we burn the burgers black. Those little imperfect evenings are the ones I treasure most. I was 20 years too busy to love, finally slowed me down. Now I'd rather hear my children laugh than hear another crowd. If someone asked what changed my life, it wasn't money, fame, or pride. It was learning that the richest man is the one who's home on time. The clock never apologized, so I stopped giving it permission to steal tomorrow. I missed the turn just outside Tulsa, cursing every mile I lost. The GPS kept saying turn around, like it knew more than my heart. A little diner caught my eye, neon glowing through the rain. I figured I'd grab one cup of coffee, then get back on my way. Funny how the roads we never choose sometimes choose us. The long way around took me where I needed to be. Every wrong turn, every back road was writing a better story. I spent years chasing the straight line, thinking faster meant I'd win. But the best days of my whole life were waiting on the long way around. There was an old man by the counter, reading yesterday's news. He asked me where I was headed. I laughed and said, wish I knew. He smiled without another question, pointed toward the waitress and said, order the peach pie before you leave. You'll thank me later. Some strangers leave your life before you realize they changed it. The long way around slowed me down enough to see not every blessing wears a sign, not every answer shouts your name. Sometimes heaven whispers softly from places you never planned, and it sounds a lot like hope on the long way around. Oh, the waitress asked what brought me there. I said honestly, a wrong turn. She laughed and said, that's funny, that's how I found this town. She talked about a life she'd left, one she'd never miss again. For the first time in a long, long while, I forgot to watch the clock. By the time the storm had passed, the sky broke open wide. Golden light spilled through the clouds like morning came twice that day. I walked outside and breathed it in, feeling lighter than before. Maybe I hadn't lost the road, maybe I'd finally found it. You can't always measure progress by how far you've gone. Sometimes it's measured by the person you've become. Now when life detours my plans, I don't fight it like I did. I've learned some roads are longer because they have more to give. If my children ever ask me why I smile when things go wrong, I'll tell them my greatest blessing never started on schedule. The long way around made me into who I am, not because it was the easiest, because it was the truest. taking the long way around. The shortest distance isn't always the one that brings you home. I missed the turn just outside Tulsa, cursing every mile I'd lost. The GPS kept saying turn around, like it knew more than my heart. A little diner caught my eye, neon glowing through the rain. I figured I'd grab one cup of coffee and get back on my way. Funny how the roads we never choose sometimes choose us. The long way around took me where I needed to be. Every wrong turn, every back road was writing a better story. I spent years chasing the straight line, thinking faster meant I'd win. But the best days of my whole life were waiting on the long way around. There was an old man by the counter reading yesterday's news. He asked me where I was headed. I laughed and said, wish I knew. He smiled without another question, pointed toward the waitress and said, order the peach pie before you leave. You'll thank me later. Some strangers leave your life before you realize they changed it. The long way around slowed me down enough to see not every blessing wears a sign, not every answer shouts your name. Sometimes heaven whispers softly from places you never planned, and it sounds a lot like hope on the long way around. The waitress asked what brought me there. I said, honestly, a wrong turn. She laughed and said, that's funny, that's how I found this town. She talked about a life she'd lived, one she'd never miss again, for the first time in a long, long while. I forgot to watch the clock. By the time the storm had passed, the sky broke open wide. Golden light spilled through the clouds like morning came twice that day. I walked outside and breathed it in, feeling lighter than before. Maybe I hadn't lost the road, maybe I'd finally found it. You can't always measure progress by how far you've gone. Sometimes it's measured by the person you've become. Now when life detours my plans, I don't fight it like I did. I've learned some roads are longer because they have more to give. If my children never ask me why I smile when things go wrong, I'll tell them my greatest blessing never started on schedule. The long way around made me into who I am, not because it was the easiest, because it was the truest. taking the long way around. The shortest distance isn't always the one that brings you home. The alarm rang out at 5:30. I almost let it rain. The mirror held a tired face, a man worn thin by everything. The factory whistle called again. Same road, same old sky. Some morning's faith is nothing more than getting up and trying. Hope don't always show up shouting. Sometimes it whispers, take one more step. Give me one more sunrise, one more chance to begin. I don't need the whole road, just enough to take the next step in. If tomorrow's waiting somewhere, I'll meet it where the light breaks through. Sometimes all a heart needs is one more sunrise. 6 months earlier I lost my job, thought I'd lost myself as well. Every interview felt shorter, every will call hurt like hell. My little girl drew me a picture, crayons scattered on the floor. She wrote, "Daddy, you're my hero." I stood a little taller. Funny how a child's belief can carry a grown man's heart. Give me one more sunrise, one more reason to believe. The night's been long behind me, but it ain't the whole story. Every shadow loses ground the minute morning comes in view. Sometimes all a heart needs is one more sunrise. I took a job that paid much less, sweeping floors at half the wage. Folks said you can do much better, maybe someday, maybe not today. But every evening I came home, my kids ran through the yard. Nobody asked about my paycheck, they just wanted their dad. One October afternoon, the plant manager called me in. He said, "We've watched how hard you've worked. You ready for the next step?" Driving home, I laughed out loud, pulled over by the river bend. The blessing wasn't just the promotion, it was who I'd become. The strongest oak in the valley didn't grow without the wind. The brightest morning I remember came after the darkest night I'd lived. Now I pass a young man every dawn, standing where I used to stand. Coffee cooling in his shaking hands, wondering if he'll make it. I tell him, don't give up too soon. The sky changes slow, but it changes. Then I point toward the horizon, where daylight always wins. Give yourself one more sunrise, one more morning to hold on. The dream ain't over just because yesterday went wrong. When my children tell at a time. Morning never asked what yesterday looked like. It simply shows up and invites you to begin again. The alarm rang out at 5:30. I almost let it ring. The mirror held a tired face, a man worn thin by everything. The factory whistle called again. Same road, same old sky. Some mornings faith is nothing more than getting up and trying. Hope don't always show up shouting. Sometimes it whispers, take one more step. Give me one more sunrise, one more chance to begin. I don't need the whole road, just enough to take the next step in. If tomorrow's waiting somewhere, I'll meet it where the light breaks through. Sometimes all a heart needs is one more sunrise. 6 months earlier I lost my job. Thought I lost myself as well. Every interview felt shorter, every will call hurt like hell. My little girl drew me a picture, crayons scattered on the floor. She wrote, "Daddy, you're my hero." I stood a little taller. Funny how a child's belief can carry a grown man's heart. Give me one more sunrise, one more reason to believe. The night's been long behind me, but it ain't the whole story. Every shadow loses ground the minute morning comes in view. Sometimes all a heart needs is one more sunrise. I took a job that paid much less, sweeping floors at half the wage. Folks said, "You can do much better, maybe someday, maybe not today." But every evening I came home, my kids ran through the yard. Nobody asked about my paycheck, they just wanted their dad. One October afternoon, the plant manager called me in. He said, "We watched how hard you worked. You're ready for the next step." Driving home, I laughed out loud. Pulled over by the river bend. The blessing wasn't just the promotion, it was who I'd become. The strongest oak in the valley didn't grow without the wind. The brightest morning I remember came after the darkest night I'd lived. Now I pass a young man every dawn, standing where I used to stand. Coffee cooling in his shaking hands, wondering if he'll make it. I tell him, don't give up too soon. The sky changes slow, but it changes. Then I point toward the horizon, where daylight always wins. Give yourself one more sunrise, one more morning to hold on. The dream ain't over just their daddy kept believing. One more sunrise at a time. Oh. Morning never asks what yesterday looked like. It simply shows up and invites you to begin again. By 4 o'clock on Christmas Eve, Mama had the oven warm. The front door never stayed shut long. Boots kept coming through the storm. Laughter reached the hallway first. Before the coats came off, that old oak table knew by heart there'd always be enough. Chairs don't make a family, people gather close do. Around the family table, we never counted what we had. We counted stories, counted blessings, counted every smiling face. The biscuits disappeared too fast, the coffee never did. Love always found another seat. Around the family table, Uncle Joe told the same old joke. We all laughed before the end. Grandma rolled her eyes and smiled like she'd heard it all again. My little cousin spilled sweet tea across the mashed potatoes. Nobody got upset. Some memories begin that way. Perfection never sat with us. Joy always did. Around the family table, nobody had to stand alone. Every prayer carried every burden, every heart held to carry home. The turkey wasn't why we came, the pie wasn't why we stayed. We came because love was always served around the family table. One year Grandpa's chair stayed empty. Silence settled for a while. Grandma bowed her head and whispered he'd want us all to smile. So we passed his favorite gravy bowl, shared the stories he would tell. Before the meal was halfway through, it felt like he was there. The years kept changing little things. Kids grew up and moved away. New last names joined the place cards. Tiny babies found their place. The house felt smaller every year, yet somehow held us all. Love has a way of stretching walls without moving them at all. One day these hands will pass the plates to younger hands than mine. I hope they keep one extra chair for whoever needs a place, because a family grows the most when someone new belongs. Now my daughter ties her apron just the way her grandma did. My son sneaks a roll before we eat, thinking no one notices. I catch my wife across the room. She smiles without a word. Some traditions don't get taught, they quietly get lived. Around the family table, the years may come and go. Children become mothers and fathers. Seasons turn like snow. If my grandchildren ask someday where our story truly starts, I'll tell them, pull up a chair and bring your whole heart. The finest meal we ever shared was never on the plates. It was the people around them.
By 4 o'clock on Christmas Eve, Mama had the oven warm. The front door never stayed shut long. Boots kept coming through the storm. Laughter reached the hallway first before the coats came off. That old oak table knew by heart there'd always be enough. Chairs don't make a family. People gathered close do. Around the family table, we never counted what we had. We counted stories, counted blessings, counted every smiling face. The biscuits disappeared too fast, the coffee never did, and love always found another seat around the family table. Uncle Joe told the same old joke, we all laughed before the end. Grandma rolled her eyes and smiled like she'd heard it all again. My little cousin spilled sweet tea across the mashed potatoes. Nobody got upset. Some memories begin that way. Perfection never sat with us, joy always did. Around the family table, nobody had to stand alone. Every prayer carried every burden, every heart helped carry home. The turkey wasn't why we came, the pie wasn't why we stayed. We came because love was always served around the family table. One year Grandpa's chair stayed empty. Silence settled for a while. Grandma bowed her head and whispered he'd want us all to smile. So we passed his favorite gravy bowl, shared the stories he would tell before the meal was halfway through. It felt like he was there. The years kept changing little things. Kids grew up and moved away. New last names joined the place cards. Tiny babies found their place. The house felt smaller every year, yet somehow held us all. Love has a way of stretching walls without moving them at all. One day these hands will pass the plates to younger hands than mine. I hope they keep one extra chair for whoever needs a place, because a family grows the most when someone new belongs
Now my daughter ties her apron just the way her grandma did. My son sneaks a roll before we eat, thinking no one notices. I catch my wife across the room. She smiles without a word. Some traditions don't get taught, they quietly get lived. Around the family table, the years may come and go. Children become mothers and fathers. Seasons turn like snow. If my grandchildren ask someday where our story truly starts, I'll tell them, pull up a chair and bring your whole heart. The finest meal we ever shared was never on the plates, it was the people around them.
Grandpa's hands were cracked from 40 harvests. Every line had earned its place. He'd sip black coffee by the kitchen window, watching daylight wake the fields. He said the earth don't owe you nothing, son. It'll give you what you give. Back then I heard the words, now I finally understand them. 3 different lives, 1 heartbeat running through them all. We're 3 generations deep, standing where our father stood. Different roads, different storms, still trying to do what's good. The world keeps changing all around us, but some things never leave. Love keeps growing stronger, 3 generations deep. Daddy traded rows of corn for long shifts at the factory line. Steel-toed boots instead of cowboy boots, clocking in before sunrise. He missed a few ball games, that's true, but never missed what mattered most. Every birthday, every Christmas morning, he was always home. Sacrifice don't always wear the clothes we think it should. We're 3 generations deep, carrying more than family names. Grandpa gave us steady hands, Daddy taught us quiet strength. Every lesson passed between us found a place in me. Love keeps writing chapters, 3 generations deep. My son sat beside me one July, watching fireworks fill the sky. He asked, Daddy, were you little too? I laughed and said, just like you. Then he asked, did Grandpa have a grandpa? I pointed to the stars above. Every family starts somewhere, and every family keeps growing. Last Thanksgiving all together, 3 old photographs came down. Grandpa young in overalls, Daddy in his wedding suit. Me with my newborn son, standing in that same front yard. Different years, same grateful smiles. Different seasons, same heart. One day I'll be the old photograph, smiling from
I tucked my little boy in, he whispered, "Love you, Dad." Before I turned the bedroom light off, he reached and grabbed my hand. For just a moment, I remembered Grandpa doing that with me. Funny how love keeps finding us without ever getting lost. Well, 3 generations deep, still building on yesterday. One family tree with different branches, growing stronger every day. If someday my grandchildren ask what kind of man I'd been, tell them I love them well and pass the story on. A family isn't measured by its years, it's measured by the love that survives them.
Grandpa's hands were cracked from 40 harvests. Every line had earned its place. He'd sip black coffee by the kitchen window, watching daylight wake the fields. He'd say, "The earth don't owe you nothing, son. It'll give you what you give." Back then I heard the words, now I finally understand them. 3 different lives, one heartbeat running through them all. We're 3 generations deep, standing where our fathers stood. Different roads, different storms, still trying to do what's good. The world keeps changing all around us, but some things never leave. Love keeps growing stronger. 3 generations deep. Daddy traded rows of corn for long shifts at the factory line. Steel-toed boots instead of cowboy boots, clocking in before sunrise. He missed a few ball games, that's true, but never missed what mattered most. Every birthday, every Christmas morning, he was always home. Sacrifice don't always wear the clothes we think it should. We're 3 generations deep, caring more than family names. Grandpa gave us steady hands, Daddy taught us quiet strength. Every lesson passed between us found a place in me. Love keeps writing chapters. 3 generations deep. My son sat beside me one July, watching fireworks fill the sky. He asked, "Daddy, were you little too?" I laughed and said, "Just like you." Then he asked, "Did Grandpa have a grandpa?" I pointed to the stars above. Every family starts somewhere, and every family keeps growing. Last Thanksgiving all together, 3 old photographs came down. Grandpa young in overalls,
Daddy in his wedding suit. Me with my newborn son, standing in that same front yard. Different years, same grateful smiles. Different seasons, same heart. One day I'll be the old photograph, smiling from a wooden frame. I only hope my children see more than just my face. I hope they see the love I gave, the promises I kept. That's the only inheritance worth leaving in the end. Tonight I tucked my little boy in. He whispered, "Love you, Dad." Before I turned the bedroom light off, he reached and grabbed my hand. For just a moment I remember Grandpa doing that with me. Funny how love keeps finding us without ever getting lost. We're 3 generations deep, still building on yesterday. One family tree with different branches, growing stronger every day. If someday my grandchildren ask what kind of man I've been, tell them I love them well, and pass the story on. A family isn't measured by its years, it's measured by the love that survives them.
It hung on the hook by the back door, dark blue wool, a little worn. Every Sunday just before first light, he'd brush it off and button it right. Mama'd smile and fix his tie. I'd watch him through a little boy's eyes. Back then I thought that jacket made the man. Now I understand. Some things get handed down by thread, some by the life that's lived instead. Daddy's Sunday jacket never made him who he was. It was the way he kept his word, the way he lifted us. Anybody can wear a coat, not everybody wears that kind of heart. The finest thing my father left was the man beneath that jacket. Monday found him in work boots, covered head to toe in dust. Tuesday fixing Mrs. Carter's fence, wouldn't let her pay a cent. Wednesday coaching Little League, Thursday checking on old Mr. Reed. By Friday night he looked worn out, still never turned folks down. Character ain't stitched together only for the special days. Daddy's Sunday jacket never stayed inside the church. He wore its meaning every day, long before and after service. Love was better in rolled up sleeves than polished buttons ever could. The finest sermon that I heard was watching Daddy live. The summer I turned 17, we didn't always see the same. I thought I knew a faster road,
just came. Driving home beneath the stars, he finally broke the silence. Said, son, this world will test your pride more than it will test your strength. Always be the first to listen, last to speak in anger. You'll sleep a whole lot better when your conscience knows your name. Years can fade a photograph, clothes can wear and tear, but love sewn into everyday life outlasts what people wear. Last Easter after church let out, Mama opened up the cedar chest. Folded in white tissue paper lay that jacket pressed and kept. She smiled and said, it's yours now. I held it for a little while, then hung it back inside the closet. It still belonged to him. Daddy's Sunday jacket still hangs inside my mind, not because I need to wear it, because I know the life behind it. When my own son watches me, I hope one day he'll say, my daddy never chased perfection, he just loved people every day. I never wanted his jacket, I always wanted his character.
Hung on the hook by the back door, dark blue wool, a little warm. Every Sunday just before first light, he'd brush it off and button it right. Mama'd smile and fix his tie, I'd watch him through a little boy's eyes. Back then I thought the jacket made the man. Now I understand. Some things get handed down by thread, some by the life that's lived instead. Daddy's Sunday jacket never made him who he was. It was the way he kept his word, the way he lifted us. Anybody can wear a coat, not everybody wears that kind of heart. The finest thing my father left was the man beneath that jacket. Monday found him in work boots, covered head to toe in dust. Tuesday fixing Mrs. Carter's fence, wouldn't let her pay a cent. Wednesday coaching Little League, Thursday checking on old Mr. Reed. By Friday night he looked worn out, still never turned folks down. Character ain't stitched together only for the special days. Daddy's Sunday jacket never stayed inside the church. He wore its meaning every day, long before and after service. Love looked better in rolled up sleeves than polished buttons ever could. The finest sermon that I heard was watching Daddy live. The summer I turned 17, we didn't always see the same. I thought I knew a faster road, he let me make my own mistakes. One night my truck broke down, miles from any little town. He never asked me where I'd been,
Christmas came, driving home beneath the stars. He finally broke the silence, said, "Son, this world will test your pride more than it will test your strength. Always be the first to listen, last to speak in anger. You'll sleep a whole lot better when your conscience knows your name. Years can fade a photograph, clothes can wear and tear, but love's sewn into everyday life. How to last what people wear." Last Easter after church let out, Mama opened up the cedar chest, folded in white tissue paper, lay that jacket pressed and kept. She smiled and said, "It's yours now." I held it for a little while, then hung it back inside the closet. It still belonged to him. Daddy's Sunday jacket still hangs inside my mind. Not because I need to wear it, because I know the life behind it. When my own son watches me, I hope one day he'll say, "My daddy never chased perfection. He just loved people every day." I never wanted his jacket, I always wanted his character. Kitchen smelled like cinnamon, butter melting on the stove. Grandma hummed an old church hymn, soft enough for only us to know. Flower dust danced through the morning sun, apron strings tied and neat and tight. She smiled and slid away the card across, said, "Read the first line twice. Some recipes feed hungry hands, the best ones feed a family." That old recipe card never measured love in cups. A pinch of patience, a spoon of laughter, and never giving up. The ink is faded now, but every word still speaks. The secret wasn't how she cooked, it was how she loved us while she did. She never owned a fancy kitchen, never chased a city dream. Just a little house with open windows and enough for everyone to eat. Neighbors knew they didn't have to call, but the back door stayed unlocked. If another chair was needed, she'd just pull one from the hall. The richest tables in this world always have room for one more. That old recipe card never measured love in cups. Every handwritten note reminded us people mattered most. She seasoned every ordinary day with grace we couldn't buy. Some meals in when plates are empty, hers never really did. Years rolled by like autumn leaves, the handwriting slowly blurred. Coffee stains and folded corners guarded every treasured word. One Thanksgiving after she was gone, nobody could find the sage, and my little sister laughed and said, "Read the note she left." At the bottom of the card she wrote, "If this don't taste exactly right, don't worry about the missing things, just hold each other tight. One day you'll learn what I already know. The meal ain't table. So stay a little longer. Some lessons can't be bought or taught. They quietly become tradition. Long after voices fade away, love keeps setting the table. Now my daughter ties that same blue apron, standing where Grandma once stood. She laughs when flour finds the floor, just like Grandma always would. She asked me why I never changed that old card's faded words. I smiled and said, because some treasures are perfect just as they are. That old recipe card still hangs beside our kitchen light, not because we need directions, because it reminds us why. When my grandchildren gather here, I hope they'll always see the finest thing Grandma ever made wasn't supper, it was family. Some recipes fill the stomach, the best ones fill generations. Kitchen smelled like cinnamon, butter melting on the stove. Grandma hummed an old church hymn, soft enough for only us to know. Flower dust danced through the morning sun, apron strings tied neat and tight. She smiled and slid a weather card across, said, read the first line twice. Some recipes feed hungry hands, the best ones feed a family. That old recipe card never measured love in cups. A pinch of patience, a spoon of laughter, never giving up. The ink is faded now, but every word still speaks. The secret wasn't how she cooked, it was how she loved us while she did. She never owned a fancy kitchen, never chased a city dream. Just a little house with open windows and enough for everyone to eat. Neighbors knew they didn't have to call, the back door stayed unlocked. If another chair was needed, she'd just pull one from the hall. The richest tables in this world always have room for one more. That old recipe card never measured love in cups. Every handwritten note reminded us people mattered most. She seasoned every ordinary day with grace we couldn't buy. Some meals in when plates are empty, hers never really did. Years rolled by like autumn leaves, the handwriting slowly blurred. Coffee stains and folded corners guarded every treasured word. One Thanksgiving after she was gone, nobody could find the sage. Then my little sister laughed and said, read the note she left. At the bottom of the card she wrote, if this don't taste exactly right, don't worry about the missing things, just hold each other tight. One day you'll learn what I already know, the meal ain't what you'll miss. You'll miss the people around the table. So stay a little longer. Some lessons can't be bought or taught, they quietly become tradition. Long after voices fade away, love keeps setting the table.
My daughter ties that same blue apron, standing where Grandma once stood. She laughs when flour finds the floor, just like Grandma always would. She asked me why I never changed that old card's faded words. I smiled and said, because some treasures are perfect just as they are. That old recipe card still hangs beside our kitchen light, not because we need directions, because it reminds us why. When my grandchildren gather here, I hope they'll always see the finest thing Grandma ever made wasn't supper, it was family. Some recipes fill the stomach, the best ones fill generations. Kitchen smell like cinnamon, butter melting on the stove. Grandma hummed an old church hymn, soft enough for only us to know. Flour dust danced through the morning sun, apron strings tied and neat and tight. She smiled and slid a weather card across, said, read the first line twice. Some recipes feed hungry hands, the best ones feed a family. That old recipe card never measured love in cups, a pinch of patience, a spoon of laughter, and never giving up. The ink is faded now, but every word still speaks. The secret wasn't how she cooked, it was how she loved us while she did. She never owned a fancy kitchen, never chased a city dream, just a little house with open windows and enough for everyone to eat. Neighbors knew they didn't have to call, but the back door stayed unlocked. If another chair was needed, she'd just pull one from the hall. The richest tables in this world always have room for one more. That old recipe card never measured love in cups. Every handwritten note reminded us people mattered most. She seasoned every ordinary day with grace we couldn't buy. Some meals in when plates are empty, hers never really did. Years rolled by like autumn leaves, the handwriting slowly blurred. Coffee stains and folded corners guarded every treasured word. One Thanksgiving after she was gone, nobody could find the sage, and my little sister laughed and said, read the note she left. At the bottom of the card she wrote, if this don't taste exactly right, don't worry about the missing things, just hold each other tight. One day you'll learn what I already know, the meal ain't what you'll miss the people around the table. So stay a little longer. Some lessons can't be bought or taught, they quietly become tradition. Long after voices fade away, love keeps setting the table. Now my daughter ties that same blue apron, standing where Grandma once stood. She laughs when flour finds the floor, just like Grandma always would. She asked me why I never changed that old card's faded words. I smiled and said, because some treasures are perfect just as they are.
wasn't supper, it was family. Some recipes fill the stomach, the best ones fill generations.
The mailbox leaned the way it always had. White paint fading, numbers turning gray. That old gravel drive remembered every tire, even though the years had rolled away. The screen door sang the same familiar tune when I pushed it open slow. Funny how an empty house can still make you feel at home. Some voices never leave a place, they settle in the quiet. Grandpa's empty porch ain't empty after all. Every board still knows the weight of us. I still hear his easy laughter rising with the evening buzz. People say that time moves on, maybe that's the way it's supposed to. But every time I climb those steps, he meets me there. He'd sit with a pocket knife and cedar wood, whittling little boats for creekside streams. He never wasted words on things that didn't matter. He let his life explain what he believed. Leave every gate the way you found it, shake a hand and mean it, son. You'll never lose by telling truth, even if you lose this one. The strongest lessons in this life are usually spoken softly. Grandpa's empty porch ain't empty after all. Every sunset brings him back somehow. The rocking chair still faces west, like it's waiting on him now. Folks may only see old timber, I see a lifetime built with love. Every time the evening breeze rolls in, he shows up. I found his old straw hat hanging by the nail, dust resting where his hands had been. I put it on, caught myself smiling just like him. For a second I could almost hear, boy, don't rush the day away. The world will still be spinning if you stop and watch the rain. My little boy came running out, holding fireflies in a jar. He asked me, did great-grandpa live here? I pointed to the evening stars. I said he lived right here, but not the way you think. Every time we choose what's right, that's where you'll find him. A man don't live forever, but kindness somehow can. It keeps walking through generations long after leaving our hands. Before I pulled back down the drive, I rocked that chair one final time. The porch stayed quiet, but my heart had heard enough to smile. I
wasn't leaving something behind. I was carrying something home, some inherit land and money. I inherited a way to live. Grandpa's empty porch ain't empty after all. It's full of every lesson that he gave. When my grandchildren ask about him, I won't start with the day he passed away. I'll tell them how he loved, how he laughed, how he stood. Because the greatest thing he ever built was the family on that porch. The porch is growing older, the love never will.
Mailbox leaned the way it always had. White paint fading, numbers turning gray. That old gravel drive remembered every tire, even though the years had rolled away. The screen door sang the same familiar tune when I pushed it open slow. Funny how an empty house can still make you feel at home. Some voices never leave a place, they settle in the quiet. Grandpa's empty porch ain't empty after all. Every board still knows the weight of us. I still hear his easy laughter rising with the evening buzz. People say that time moves on, maybe that's the way it's supposed to. But every time I climb those steps, he meets me there. He'd sit with a pocket knife and cedar wood, whittling little boats for creekside streams. He never wasted words on things that didn't matter. He let his life explain what he believed. Leave every gate the way you found it. Shake a hand and mean it, son. You'll never lose by telling truth, even if you lose this one. The strongest lessons in this life are usually spoken softly. Grandpa's empty porch ain't empty after all. Every sunset brings him back somehow. The rocking chair still faces west, like it's waiting on him now. Folks may only see old timber, I see a lifetime built with love. Every time the evening breeze rolls in, he shows up. I found his old straw hat hanging by the nail, dust resting where his hands had been. I put it on and caught myself smiling just like him. For a second I could almost hear, boy, don't rush the day away. The world will still be spinning if you stop
and watch the rain. My little boy came running out, holding fireflies in a jar. He asked me, did great-grandpa live here? I pointed to the evening stars. I said he lived right here, but not the way you think. Every time we choose what's right, that's where you find him. A man don't live forever, but kindness somehow can. It keeps walking through generations, long after leaving our hands. Before I pull back down the drive, I rocked that chair one final time. The porch stayed quiet, but my heart had heard enough to smile. I wasn't leaving something behind, I was carrying something home. Some inherit land and money, I inherited a way to live. Grandpa's empty porch ain't empty after all. It's full of every lesson that he gave. When my grandchildren ask about him, I won't start with the day he passed away. I'll tell them how he loved, how he laughed, how he stood. Because the greatest thing he ever built was the family on that porch. The porch is growing older, the love never will.
Checked that little velvet box about 100 times that day. It wrote beside the owner's manual, hidden where you wouldn't look. I picked the overlook at Miller Ridge, right where the river meets the sky. Had every word rehearsed by heart, then laugh at other plans. Nothing worth remembering ever follows every plan. That little ring in the glove box almost never saw the light. Love had a different story, different time and different sky. Turns out forever wasn't waiting at the place I dreamed it would. It found us in an ordinary moment, and somehow that was even better. Halfway there the engine coughed, steam rolled underneath the hood. I laughed the kind of nervous laugh that never sounds too good. You climbed out in your Sunday boots, brushed your hair back from your face. Instead of getting mad at me, you started making jokes. Some people fix a broken day just by choosing how they smile. That little ring in the glove box stayed hidden one more mile. You never knew tomorrow was already in your eyes. The sunset kept on waiting, the mountain could wait too. Love wasn't running late, it was making room for true. Yeah. A farmer passing in his truck stopped and asked if we were fine. He grabbed a chain, pulled us free, wouldn't take a single dime. He tipped good people still exist. The diner by the old state road had one empty booth inside. Rain kept tapping on the windows, light and dancing in the sky. The waitress poured 2 cups of coffee, said pie is fresh today. You reached across and held my hand like there was nowhere else to be. I realized in that small cafe I didn't need a perfect view. The only thing I'd planned correctly was asking you. I stood beside that little booth, hands shaking more than I expected. Every conversation stopped, every coffee cup went quiet. I opened up the velvet box, couldn't remember half my speech. You laughed before I finished and whispered yes. That little ring in the glove box finally found your hand. Not on top of Miller Ridge, not exactly how I'd planned. Years from now we'll laugh about it, every twist and every turn. 'Cause love don't need a perfect moment, it makes one. The mountain can keep its sunset. I got a better view that day. I checked that little velvet box about 100 times that day. It rode beside the owner's manual, hidden where you wouldn't look. I picked the overlook at Miller Ridge, right where the river meets the sky. Had every word rehearsed by heart, and life had other plans. Nothing worth remembering ever follows every plan. That little ring in the glove box almost never saw the light. Love had a different story, different timing, different sky. Turns out forever wasn't waiting at the place I dreamed it would. It found us in an ordinary moment, and somehow that was even better. Halfway there the engine coughed, steam rolled underneath the hood. I laughed the kind of nervous laugh that never sounds too good. You climbed out in your Sunday boots, brushed your hair back from your face. Instead of getting mad at me, you started making jokes. Some people fix a broken day just by choosing how they smile. That little ring in the glove box stayed hidden one more mile. You never knew tomorrow was already in your eyes. The sunset kept on waiting, the mountain could wait too. Love wasn't running late, it was making room for truth. A farmer passing in his truck stopped and asked if we were fine. He grabbed a chain, pulled us free, wouldn't take a single dime. He tipped his cap and drove away, dust rising down the lane. You looked at me
and softly said, good people still exist. The diner by the old state road had one empty booth inside. Rain kept tapping on the windows, lightning dancing in the sky. The waitress poured 2 cups of coffee, said, pie is fresh today. You reached across and held my hand like there was nowhere else to be. I realized in that small cafe I didn't need a perfect view. The only thing I'd planned correctly was asking you. I stood beside that little booth, hands shaking more than I expected. Every conversation stopped, every coffee cup went quiet. I opened up the velvet box, couldn't remember half my speech. You laughed before I finished and whispered, yes. That little ring in the glove box finally found your hand. Not on top of Miller Ridge, and not exactly how I planned. Years from now we'll laugh about it, every twist and every turn. 'Cause love don't need a perfect moment, it makes one. The mountain can keep its sunset. I got a better view that day.
The interstate was waking up, diesel humming with the dawn. I kissed your forehead at the door before the coffee finished strong. You slipped a picture in my hand of our little girl in boots. On the back you wrote, come home safe, we'll save supper just for you. The world keeps counting miles, we keep counting memories. I'd drive 1 mile more just to make it back to you. Every white line on this highway points my heart back home to you. The load behind this 18-wheeler pays the bills, that's true. But the only thing I'm chasing is another night with you. Somewhere west of Oklahoma, the sunset painted fields in gold. He called to say our little boy lost his first tiny tooth. I laughed so hard I missed the exit, pulled over by a grain elevator. Sometimes the biggest moments happen hundreds of miles from where you are. Love don't stop at county lines, it rides every mile beside you. I drive 1 mile more just to hear your voice again. Through every mountain, every desert, every storm and every bend. The road can borrow all my daylight, it can't keep my heart away. 'Cause every mile I travel is another mile toward your embrace. Christmas found me in Wyoming, snow stacked high beside the road.
Truck stop lights and vending coffee, not the place I wanted most. Then my phone began to ring. You and both the kids were singing off-key through a crackling speaker. It sounded just like home. Spring rolled in with the warmer mornings. The dog still waited by the gate. Our daughter measured me each trip. You're taller when you're home, she'd say. You'd laugh and steal my old ball cap while dinner warmed upon the stove. Nothing in this world could match those ordinary welcomes home. People think these roads are lonely. Maybe sometimes they are, but every sunrise in my windshield carries your name across my heart. Years from now these hands may rest, the logbooks all packed away. Another driver will chase tomorrow. I'll finally keep my place. I'll pour your coffee every morning, walk the kids to school instead. The road was never where I belonged. It only led me home. I'd drive 1 mile more if that's what love required. Not for glory, not for money, not for another paycheck sign. Every mile was worth the distance, every goodbye worth the pain, because every road I ever followed led me back to your name. The highway gave me stories. You gave me a reason to come home. The interstate was waking up, diesel humming with the dawn. I kissed your forehead at the door before the coffee finished strong. You slipped a picture in my hand of our little girl in boots. On the back you wrote, "Come home safe, we'll save supper just for you." The world keeps counting miles, we'll keep counting memories. I'd drive 1 mile more just to make it back to you. Every white line on this highway points my heart back home to you. The load behind this 18-wheeler pays the bills, that's true, but the only thing I'm chasing is another night with you. Somewhere west of Oklahoma, the sunset painted fields in gold. He called to say our little boy lost his first tiny tooth. I laughed so hard I missed the exit, pulled over by a grain elevator. Sometimes the biggest moments happen hundreds of miles from where you are. But love don't stop at county lines, it rides every mile beside you. I drive 1 mile more just to hear your voice again. Through every mountain, every desert, every storm and every bend. The road can borrow all my daylight, it can't keep my heart away, because every mile I travel is another mile toward your embrace. not the place I wanted most. Then my phone began to ring. You and both the kids were singing off-key through a crackling speaker. It sounded just like home. Spring rolled in with warmer mornings. The dog still waited by the gate. Our daughter measured me each trip. You're taller when you're home, she'd say. You'd laugh and steal my old ball cap while dinner warmed upon the stove. Nothing in this world could match those ordinary welcomes home. People think these roads are lonely, maybe sometimes they are, but every sunrise in my windshield carries your name across my heart. Years from now these hands may rest, the logbook's all packed away. Another driver will chase tomorrow, I'll finally keep my place. I pour you coffee every morning, walk the kids to school instead. The road was never where I belonged, it only led me home. I'd drive 1 mile more if that's what love required. Not for glory, not for money, not for another paycheck sign. Every mile was worth the distance, every goodbye worth the pain. 'Cause every road I ever followed led me back to your name. The highway gave me stories, you gave me a reason to come home.
My truck was pointed toward the county line, headlights cutting through the midnight pines. The rain she gave me lay upon the seat beside a worn-out map and my house key. Too proud to turn to her to pray, I thought goodbye was all that's left to say. Then my phone lit up the dark with one word: stay. Funny how one little word can outweigh 1,000 angry ones. When she said stay, the whole night changed. The miles I thought I'd already driven vanished in the pouring rain. I turned that old truck back around before the dawn could break. Love didn't win because we never failed. Love won, she said stay. The porch light cut across the yard. She stood there with her sweater on. No dramatic speech, no movie scene, just tired eyes that still believe. She looked at me and softly smiled like she'd been waiting all the while. Then she took my shaking hand before either of us spoke. Sometimes the strongest hearts are the first ones willing to heal. When she said stay, silence found a voice. Two stubborn souls stopped keeping score and finally made a choice not to forget what hurt us, but to fight for what remained. Everything started over when she said stay.
Some nights we'd laugh, some nights we'd cry. Some questions still had no replies. But every sunrise proved again we hadn't quit. Spring arrived along the hills, wildflowers covered every field. She painted blue the nursery wall, hung little stars above it all. I held a tiny pair of shoes, thinking how close I'd come to losing you. The future almost slipped away before one word changed everything. Love ain't measured by the days without a storm. It's measured by the hands that keep reaching through the rain. Now every time we disagree, before the silence grows too deep, one of us smiles across the room, remembering that midnight truth. Pride has never built a home, grace has always laid the stone. Our greatest chapter didn't start on the day we fell in love. It started the night neither of us walked away. And she said stay. She wasn't asking for perfection, she was asking for tomorrow, for another chance together. Years from now, when our children ask how love survives the pain, I'll smile and tell them everything changed when your mama said stay. The shortest word she ever spoke became the longest promise of my life.
Truck was pointed toward the county line, headlights cutting through the midnight pines. The ring she gave me lay upon the seat, beside a worn-out map and my house key. Too proud to turn to her to pray, I thought goodbye was all that's left to say. Then my phone lit up the dark with one word, stay. Funny how one little word can outweigh 1,000 angry ones. When she said stay, the whole night changed. The miles I thought I'd already driven vanished in the pouring rain. I turned that old truck back around before the dawn could break. Love didn't win because we never fell. Love won, she said stay. The porch light cut across the yard. She stood there with her sweater on. No dramatic speech, no movie scene, just tired eyes that still believe. She looked at me and softly smiled, like she'd been waiting all the while. She took my shaking hand before either of us spoke. Sometimes the strongest hearts are the first ones willing to heal. When she said stay, silence found a voice. Two stubborn souls stopped keeping score and finally made a choice, not to forget what hurt us, but to fight for what remained. Everything started over when she said stay.
We learned to listen more than speak, to say I'm sorry honestly. Some nights we'd laugh, some nights we'd cry, some questions still had no replies. But every sunrise proved again we hadn't quit. Spring arrived along the hills, wildflowers covered every field. She painted blue the nursery wall, hung little stars above it all. I held a tiny pair of shoes, thinking how close I'd come to losing you. The future almost slipped away before one word changed everything. Love ain't measured by the days without a storm. It's measured by the hands that keep reaching through the rain. Now every time we disagree, before the silence grows too deep, one of us smiles across the room, remembering that midnight truth. Pride has never built a home. Grace has always laid the stone. Our greatest chapter didn't start on the day we fell in love. It started the night neither of us walked away. When she said stay, she wasn't asking for perfection. She was asking for tomorrow, for another chance together. Years from now, when our children ask how love survives the pain, I'll smile and tell them everything changed when your mama said stay. The shortest word she ever spoke became the longest promise of my life.